everyone, and welcome to this wonderful event where we really want to be inspired by the people that we support, the young people that we support, and this is our Inspire event. And I should just briefly introduce myself. My name is Dr. June Folletti, and I'm one of the directors at Cause for Children, which is very passionate to my heart, having been a teacher for many years myself. And I'm absolutely delighted to introduce you all to the wonderful Khamani Edwards, who won the Under 16 Entrepreneur Award with Trulittle Heroes in 2023. So, welcome, Khamani. It's delightful to see you again.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, that's very kind of you. Thank you indeed. So, can you tell us a little bit about yourself and how did you start your talent?
So my name's Khamani Edwards. I'm 18 years old and now multi-award winning entrepreneur
Wow.
and founder of KJ's Craft Time, which is a creative kids business designed to take kids away from electronic devices and be more creative and but also make crafting accessible for all children, no matter their abilities. I also live with dystonia, a physical disability that affects my mobility and causes me to have random tremors, but I don't let that hold me back. I started my business during lockdown just as a small project, then called KML Craft Boxes. When that I in our youth club, it was me, two friends, and we wanted to make because everyone was stuck inside not being creative. So we wanted to provide an alternative, and that's how it all started, really.
That is an amazing story. The fact that you said, I started my own business, that is fantastic. And now it's 2 years on and you've done some amazing things. And I know how much COVID affected so many children and young people. So what you're doing, I think, is hugely important. I'm delighted to hear that. So I was wondering, so what have you been up to since then? Because yeah, we've moved on 2 years. So what have you been doing since then?
So I actually started my business during 2021, so it's been 4 years, but since Trulittle Heroes, 2 years, nearly, it's a lot has happened. I actually rebranded shortly after Trulittle Heroes to from KML Craft Boxes to KJ's Craft Time with a renewed mission to make arts and crafts accessible. We launched our special educational needs range, which is a key element of our core range of our brand designed to make crafting accessible for all children. Um, so those have been really big events in the last 2 years. I would say picked up a few awards, including being named Young Entrepreneur of the Year at the Potential Unlock Awards earlier this year in February. So that was quite big, and yeah, there's been so much happening, honestly.
Oh, that's so exciting. And you're only 18. I mean, it's unbelievable. You're such an inspiration for so many people. You're an inspiration for somebody like me who's much older. But
Thank
I would
you.
like to find out then who has inspired you, who has supported or inspired you the most on your journey so far.
I have to say, there's been so many people supporting me throughout this journey. It's never ending. I'm also always meeting new people, and like they say, it takes a village. And honestly, there's a lot of people supporting me. Julian Hall, a main big supporter, also known as the entrepreneur who founded Ultra Education. So he's a mentor for me. And then I'm also supported by my mom, nan, and auntie and family, so they help me massively. Um, to say someone I look up to, maybe in the business world, Stephen Bartlett, I would say he's a massive inspiration for me for of everything he's doing.
I totally agree with that. Yes, I do. I listen to all of his podcasts and I love them. So that's a great source of many inspirations that you've got there. It's delightful to hear that. Um, so you've got a lot going on. So I wonder, how do you balance practicing your talent in what you're doing and your business with school, or if you've left school yet, or any other responsibilities that you have?
So shortly after True Little Heroes, moved in. I was in college, so it made it a bit easier with me being able to juggle everything, balancing, and that's what I've been doing for the past 2 years. Sometimes I'm better than others. I have to say I'm constantly learning because there's never the right balance. I'm always having to find. So it's about just time management. I say knowing what you have to do throughout the day, being organized. Those are the key elements that help me stay balanced and making sure I'm on track in business and also in college.
Well, that is amazing. I mean, you are a true businessman if you're doing the time management. You're probably doing it far better than I am, that's for sure. So it's lovely to hear that you're managing that brilliantly. So what does being a true little hero mean to you personally?
Being a true little hero has honestly given me that confidence and boost to that people are believing in me. I think that's what True Little Hero is all about, championing young people, young change makers in everything they're doing. So I think it's being part of a group of young leaders, young change makers that are impacting their community and the world in a positive way.
I like the way that you said change makers. That's really important because sometimes it's so easy to dismiss somebody when they're young and they haven't got the experience and to think, oh, they don't know this yet. They don't know this. But I love the way that you're just taking hold of this. And that's brilliant. It'd be really interesting to find out what advice would you give to other young people who want to develop their own talents and particularly yours in the entrepreneurial world.
I'll say just start because as like me, you're constantly learning. There's never a point where you've learned everything. It's a constant learning journey. So the fact that you start now means you'll be able to learn and adapt throughout your journey. So if you have an idea, business idea, or you want to pursue that talent, just start because you never know where it could take you.
Oh, that sounds really exciting as well. Yes, you never know it could take you. Life should be a great journey and an adventure, and why not explore? And it certainly looks like that you are. If you could share a message of love to your younger self, what would you say?
Um, Never give up. You'd at 18 you wouldn't have at 18 you would be so proud of yourself knowing all you've done so far and the journey you're on to just keep going, never let anything hold you back. And yeah.
Oh, well, that's great. Well, we've talked a lot about, what you have achieved and quite reflective as well. But what about the future? What one dream or one goal or that you have for the future to related to your talent?
To grow KJ's craft time into the UK's number one inclusive, the UK's and maybe global craft inclusive craft bands that people know about and is a global name.
Well, that's a really big goal to have, and I can definitely see that you'll meet that because your desire and your passion, your excitement for it, and your great big smile and enthusiasm and energy is clearly going to take you a long way. So, I mean, I'm personally incredibly proud of you, and I know that everybody at True Little Heroes and Calls for Children are. So, you should be very proud of yourself. I'm sure you are, right?
Thank you, yes.
Oh,
Thank you.
that's good. That's good. Well, we should remember that the True Little Heroes nominations for 2025 is open. So, can you please help us spread the word to your friends and to all those other Khamanis that are out there somewhere that are actually looking up to you, and they're really being inspired by you and what you're doing. And thank you for spending the time with us. But the important thing is we're dying to get some nominations in. So, do help us spread the word. But I
Definitely.
really look forward to hearing more about your journey. And I think you're just doing an amazing job. So I just want to say thank you very much and thank you for
Thank you
spending
so
time with us.
much. Thank you.
Oh, thank you, Kamani. It's been lovely talking to you.
Thank you.